My fiance sent me a selfie from our wedding venue with my best man. The caption read, "We're getting married instead." I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I simply replied, "Congrats." Then I blocked her cards, tossed all her luxury items in the dumpster, gave her honeymoon ticket to her best friend, and went with her instead. Now she's losing it. 3 days before what was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, I was running around handling last-minute wedding details. Photographer confirmations, caterer questions, florist drama, typical wedding chaos. I'm on the phone with the venue coordinator when my phone buzzes. Text from Phoebe. I almost didn't look. Figured it was another "can't wait to marry you" message, but something made me glance down. There she was, in the $30,500 wedding dress I'd surprised her with, kissing Casper, my best man of 7 years, at our venue, the place where we were supposed to say vows in 72 hours. The caption, "We're getting married instead. Thanks for paying for everything." I just stared at my phone. The venue coordinator was still talking, but I couldn't hear anything. All I could think was how calculated this timing was, how they planned it so canceling anything would cost me every penny of the $40,000 I'd already spent. Then my phone started blowing up. "Sorry, babe, but we're in love. You can keep the ring, lol. BTW, Casper's much better in bed. You're such a sweet guy, you'll find someone else." Each message should have destroyed me, but instead of falling apart, I felt this ice-cold calm wash over me. I typed back 2 words, "Congrats." Then I blocked her number. While Phoebe was probably expecting me to call crying and begging, I was already in damage control mode. First stop, our joint credit cards. I was the primary account holder. Within 10 minutes, every card was frozen. Then I logged into the statements and nearly choked. She'd been using our wedding credit cards for months, but not for wedding stuff. Furniture stores, electronics, even rent payments to an apartment I'd never heard of. I scrolled deeper. The apartment listed under both her name and Casper's. My best friend and my fiance had been playing house with my credit cards for at least 8 months. That's when the rage hit. Not hot, explosive anger, cold, calculated, laser-focused. Over 3 years together, I'd bought Phoebe a lot of expensive stuff. Diamond earrings, Louis Vuitton bag, MacBook Pro, iPad, designer shoes, and a brand new Honda CR-V that was in my name because her credit was temporarily messed up. I spent the next 4 hours gathering every single item. Then I loaded it all into my car and drove to the women's shelter downtown. The director, Sister Margaret, nearly fainted when I walked in with arms full of designer goods. "These are all brand new or barely used," I told her. "I'd like to donate them to women who might actually appreciate them." Sister Margaret looked at the pile, easily worth 15 grand, and got teary-eyed. "Son, this is incredibly generous. These items will help so many women get back on their feet." I filled out the donation paperwork and got receipts for everything. Tax write-offs, 3 hours later, unknown number calling. "Daryl, where are all my things? I went to your apartment and everything's gone." "Oh, hi, Phoebe. Sorry, I thought you'd blocked my number. Where are my things?" "What things?" "My bags, my jewelry, my laptop. The car isn't in the parking garage." "Oh, those things," I said, examining my fingernails. "I donated them to the women's shelter on 5th Street. The director was so grateful. They'll auction most of it to fund their programs." Dead silence. "You what?" "Donated them. To people who actually need help. The car's been returned to the dealership since the loan was in my name." "You can't do that. Those were my things." "Actually, since I paid for everything, I absolutely can. Have a great wedding, though." I hung up, but I wasn't done. I called Naomi, Phoebe's best friend, the only one who'd tried to warn me months ago. "Naomi, I have 2 tickets to Santorini. Non-refundable. Wanna go?" We had an incredible trip. Nothing romantic, just 2 people healing in the Greek islands. Meanwhile, Phoebe tried to sue me for emotional damages. Her lawyer laughed her out when he saw the receipts showing she'd been embezzling wedding funds. Casper lost his share of our business. Embezzling from your business partner has real consequences. Last I heard, they're still together in that apartment. Except now, they're paying for it themselves. On Casper's barista salary. Best $40,000 I never spent.